my beautiful neighbors, welcome on Brit's Block. I am Brit. As you come in, please like the video. It helps me to get in the algorithm and seen by more people. So hey y'all, look, that little button out there that say like, go on, hit that button please. Get the likes up. I love y'all. Let's get these likes up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, that little button on the other side that say subscribe, go on to your neighbors, family, and friends to come on over to Brit's Block and find out what's going on. And make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, guess what? You're going to be informed. You're going to be informed. And if you want to be a blessing to my channel, you can at Cash App $ on Brit's Block. Again, Cash App $ on Brit's Blocks, or through super stickers, super thanks, super chats, and also being a member. So if you like to join my channel, come on over here and join. It's only $1.99. So y'all, these are our announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly. Hey my little rays of sunshine. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody had a great day. It is hump day already. When I tell you, time sprung forward this weekend and it started running because it seemed like it's going by so fast. But as long as we here on the side of the road, we good. So y'all, I am here to talk about the Real House of Atlanta Housewives season 16. It is Sweet 16. I have watched that show since season 1 and I can't believe 16 seasons they still hanging in there. So congratulations to them. So I'm here to get my thoughts on season 16 episode 1. You know, I was getting my thoughts. Well, it started with Porsha. Porsha is the OG and she is back. And I would say that Porsha is a beautiful woman. She's so pretty. And you know, she that depiction of black don't crack. Because she is aging beautifully. She still look the same, like she ain't changed today, got a day older. And her daughter, Pilar, she's talking about her. And Pilar is her twin. She looked just like Porsha. Such a pretty little girl. But she is Porsha all made over again. So Porsha was just saying how life is great, you know, everything is going good, but she has had some rough times, and that's where her and Simon Guobadia are going through a divorce. But she made a comment saying that, you know, all karma ain't bad karma. Karma is how you bounce back from it. Because if you do something, it's going to spin the block on you, but it's all about how you recover from what's going on. But see, what Porsha did, you was out there allowing other people's dogs to play in your yard. And I'm not saying, you know, I'm using this as I'm not saying he's literally a dog, but, you know, she allowed Simon to play in her yard. His marriage wasn't even really over yet. Before they started, they got married. You don't know this man good enough to say, I'm going to marry you. And see, a lot of times, I've learned because I got married 6 months after meeting my husband. And even at 6 months, I saw red flags, but I was ready to settle down. And a lot of times we'll look past the things that are in our face glowing. I mean glowing like a night light. Like them light at the lighthouse showing you don't need to do it. So as she was talking to her mama and her sister, you know, he was just saying, you know, you seem to have a good marriage. I wasn't going to bed angry, you know. And then she like, who the F did I marry? We don't really know sometimes who we married till we get with them. But if we jump in it fast, we'll never really know. We could probably have avoided that because we was too busy trying to get married and missing all the signs that was out there saying, hey, don't do it, don't do it. But see, you was too busy getting somebody else's husband because the marriage wasn't really over that good. So in some instances, I hate to say it, you know, karma spun the block, but you know, you gonna get back. You reap what you sow. Oh well. Next up was Shamia. She was coming home and she was just saying how her house is $9 million. You know how many houses I could buy for $9 million? Because I'm not going to clean up all the rooms. But as she was going through the house, she went on 2 different elevators. I swear for God, I said we must be at the mall. She had an elevator to go upstairs where the girls were. She had an elevator to go downstairs in the closet. I'm like, ain't a minute elevators in one house, honey. I don't need all that house anyway. I'm good because it ain't before them. But if you like it, I love it. So she was getting ready to have her birthday. She said she's hasn't had any family at her house since she bought the house. So she was celebrating her birthday with her family, and she was checking on her little girl. You know, one of her little girls have had some health issues growing up. She was a surrogate and she was premature, so she has a lot of health issues. So she was upstairs at that moment with the nurse. So she's going to see about her. So then she sat down and was talking, you know, doing an interview, and they was talking about her husband. They was like, let's talk about him for 1 second. And somebody said, we need to see you. I'll be right there in 2 minutes. Give me a minute. When I tell you 4 hours later, she was just still talking about how she met her husband, what he did. I'm like, honey, Jesus. They ain't need no background. This ain't no bio story. We don't need all that. So then she got talking about the friend group and how, you know, she don't met this person and that person. I know this person through that person. It's a lot. Because she was saying that she was the glue of the group. I don't think I would want to be the glue of the group. I feel like everybody should be able to migrate and get along. If I don't get along with you, you know, I just don't get along with you. But we can all still be friends and we can still be cordial. But trying to hold everybody together, because first of all, that ain't gonna happen in no women group. Because women are too catty at times, and they always got something wrong, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. And so it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna referee no friendship. Now y'all gonna be friends or you're not. We can all hang out and coexist. Like I tell my daughter a lot of times, you should still be able to have friends, be friends with different people, and it be alright. You ain't gotta be that one person that's gotta have that one particular friend at, you know, individual times. You could be able to have 2 or 3 different friend groups. As long as you're not in them groups talking about each other, about your friends, hey, you good. So she was saying like she wanna be Elmer's glue. Have at it. Because my glue days is over. I ain't trying to hold up nothing. I guess because too, I'm not a confrontational person. I try not to be, because that other side of me is not a good side. So if I don't like you, I don't like you. But if she want to do that, because she was saying like with Cynthia and Kenya, we already know Kenya evil, and Kenya got a nasty attitude and don't nobody like her. Well, I don't. Something like I wouldn't even want to hang around Kenya, but have at it. So up next was Drew. Drew was outside playing with her kids. You know, Drew is going through a divorce with Ralph. And it's so funny that Ralph still stays at the house, but he stays downstairs in the basement, and he has his own entrance. And she said on first, third, and fifth Saturday she has to leave the house. So I guess it's his time his weekend for the kids. Baby, you gonna leave the house. You get your apartment and go live somewhere else, and you keep the kids, because we ain't even talking. I mean, they live in the same house together, and they have to talk to each other through a app. That's how messy it is that they talk to each other through an app. The judge sees the text messages and everything, and she's saying, you know, Ralph still being crazy and messy and all that kind of stuff, and said she want to throw, you know, up a middle finger. Because I'm sitting there thinking like, baby, because I have a couple of gang signs in there before it's all over with. But it's sad that 2 adults that live under the same roof can't come together and talk about their kids. You got to do it through an app. Now come on, y'all. It's time for Ralph to grow up. But you know, Ralph is another Martell. Him and Martell are friends, and he act just like him. Them narcissistic folk that need to be in their own place, number one. And we can't even co-parent in the same house. We gotta do it through an app, so the judge can monitor what's being said, and he's still acting crazy. So when you go in there, they be like, you know what, we revoke your rights. It's because of you, because of some text messages. I'm like, be smarter than the average 5th grader, please. And then I gotta leave my house so you can have your weekend with the kids. No, won't you go somewhere and get an apartment or something and have a weekend? Why must you still live here? So then Kenya came over. Oh Lord, Kenya is such a mess. I was hoping I wouldn't even see her face this season on the show. Kenya came by, and her and Drew were just catching up, and she was just saying, Drew was saying how she has done I think 6 movies this year, and she's doing music heavy. And her producer right now is Portia's baby daddy. So Kenya was like, "Oh, how is that working? What did Portia say? Oh, you think she really like that? I mean, you're so messy. Kenya is too old to be full of the drama that she's full of. The girl saying, we good, we cool. I talked to her, he talked to her. It's all right. We doing great together. Our music's making money. Our focus is on making sure our kids taken care of. But she want to spin that narrative on something else. I'm like, that Kenya right there is so messy. I ain't gonna never like her. I see that happening. I will never like her. But on to the next. Okay, the next little Georgia piece is Kelly. At this point, listen to everybody getting divorced. It should be real divorce wives of Atlanta, because everybody getting a divorce or going through one. And Kelly is an entrepreneur. She has Nana's Chicken and Waffles. She has cookbooks. She says she has the first 24 karat gold syrup. I don't want no syrup that bad. Just give me mine. I can give me a little Miss Butterworth. I ain't Jemima or somebody like that, but 24 karat gold syrup, I can imagine how it tastes. But she's going through a divorce with her husband, and it's not nice neither. It's like everybody on here that's going through a divorce is having a time with their husband. She's been married. She's been married to her husband. She's been married like 10 years, 11 years, and they're going through a divorce. And she said, it's been times where they have had to call the police. So her divorce is not good at all. And so she's still trying to maintain the life that she have. And one thing I can say about people though, watch what you're saying around your kids, because she was talking about one of her daughters, and she heard her name, and she's like, "Yeah, I heard you over here talking about me." So the little girl came over here, and growing up, I was always taught, you don't be in grown folk conversation. But when you sitting around in the midst of children and thinking they're not listening, they are. They got their little radars up, being nosy, because they are nosy and want to be in all your business and know what's going on. So you have to be careful about what you say around the kids, because when she was talking, the little girl's like, "Oh, I heard you call my name." So no telling what else she heard. But I'm just hoping she can get through this, because when you got a husband, and these men are whiny. I mean, if it's over, it's over. I know, everything ain't gonna always be peaches and cream, but we ain't gotta fuss and carry on, because if we could have got along, we would still been together. And us, since we can't be together, and we be better apart, then let's do our own separate thing. You go your way, I go my way. And if you ain't living here, what we arguing for? What we even talking about? If we ain't talking about you pick up the kids at such time and I get the kids, I ain't gonna argue with you. You'll sit there and talk to yourself, because I'm nice to shut the door, go in the house and lock it. And you be out there looking crazy. So honey, this right here, real housewife, no real divorce wives of Atlanta, because everybody, you got Portia going through a divorce, you got this Kelly lady going through a divorce, you got Drew, she going through it, well, she divorced. So my Lord, Kenya, she was married, Cynthia, she was married, everybody divorced at this point. All right, on to the next. Portia is at the lawyer's office. I will say Portia was smart this time, because her first husband, he left her with not one thing, because he was a football player. She didn't sign no prenup. She didn't have nothing. What that person that I'm just gonna stay at home and cook and clean up. They ain't had no kids and really not do anything, but cause baby, let me tell you, I would say that home. But I've been having me a little bank account over on the other side. Get me a couple of dollars here and there, because I got to live at the end of the day. While I'm going out here buying these handbags, I buy one, but I buy one at $400. I'm going to spend $300 and put the other $100 in my bank account over there. So now she got smart with Simon, because Simon was definitely a fraudster at the end of the day. He ain't had no green card. He was scamming and scheming people, all that kind of stuff. And basically, like, now he's not talking to her. He don't want to, he don't want to sell the house and this, that, and other, because Simon's trying to get money. Yeah, that's all he about. He's about money. Yes, he might have loved her in the beginning, and they had this wonderful relationship, and he probably did truly loved her. But that part of him, that's a scammer. It ain't gonna never go nowhere. I don't care how much money you make. He gonna always be a scammer and a schemer, and he got to get that card to stay over here. And he trying to do whatever he can to stay over here, but he ain't got to worry about nothing cause ISIS got that. But that lawyer even kind of said to her, yeah, you were smart this time, to get a prenup. And when you saw that he was moving funny, to go ahead and say, I'm finna run on up out of this. I gotta go, cause you moving shiesty. And then, all of a sudden you've been married for this person all this time, and you got your child around this person, and then to find out all the stuff to come out about him. That's why I said, if maybe she could have stayed around a little bit longer, because the other girl, he hadn't been married to her long neither. Probably about 2-3 years. And then you got him. So when you got him, you got them problems. So I hope things work out for you. On to the next. So as I was saying earlier, women can be messy. So now it's Kelly, Brittany, and Shamia. They out to eat. And so you already know that Shamia is friends with Brittany. Shamia is friends with Portia. They are best friends. And she brought up Portia's name about, her coming to a party and stuff. And they began to talk about her divorce. Well, Kelly over here, like, well, if she wouldn't have got somebody else's man, and, so Shamia is like, what you mean, all the stuff that you're saying? Well, it's in the blog, and that's their biggest problem. I'm not going to get to know you, but I'm going to believe everything the blog said. Now, they full of lies. Ain't no people. The blog is trying to get y'all to buy their stuff and to keep buying it while they keep telling lies, and you gonna sit here and believe it. And she even says that how you gonna believe what you hear in the blogs, and versus you trying to get to know Portia for yourself. Yeah, the time lapse in there, it is close with her and Simon. I said that earlier, but still, it's the point that you going by what the blog said, and her friend is right here that has went here with her, been here with her all the time, saying no, it ain't like that. And I know Shamia looks so uneasy sitting there at this table while this girl is tearing Portia down, and she got like, look, chick, that ain't what it is. And Brittany wasn't saying too much, but then she'll throw her little stuff in there. That's what I'm saying. When you having 2 or 3 different friend groups, it's all right. But in one of them, you got to windmill for your friends and make sure you're a real friend and be windmilling. I will say on this right here, she stood on business concerning the portion. But Brittany, let me go back to her because, she came in first and she was just talking about, she was a man and she had a 8-carat ring and now she got a 10-carat baby. You better don't worry about the carats, worry about your marriage. Because everybody around there losing their husband. Make sure you put all your eggs in one basket. Don't throw them out. Put that little egg in your basket, baby, because don't worry about how many carrots you got. Worry about that one Easter bunny that you got in that basket, because theirs is out here hopping around. But anyway, on to the next. Oh, I forgot to mention about them talking about Portia baby daddy being with Drew and, just saying what's in the blogs, and they'll see again, y'all always going by the blogs. So next is Shamia and Portia. Child, at my second job, the strip club. Yeah. Yes, honey, at the strip club. That's my second job, baby. And they was up there, she trying to get Portia drunk. And just trying to get her past the feelings that she feel. And it's understandable the way Portia feel, though. I'll understand, because, you done been with this man, and eventually, you be somebody, you truly start to love them. And at the end of the day, that person that you thought you was, Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde pop out, it's a different story. But Shamia, like anybody else, she tried to tell her friend what was said about her, and she was like, Portia talking about Kelly's little chicken shack, because she don't really know this girl. And she's like, so Shamia was like, y'all need to get to know each other. She's like, no, I'm not gonna get to know her, and I understand her. Because it's hard for me to get to know somebody that you have already pegged me to be this person that you don't even know about me, but yet still you out here telling other folk what you think I am and what I done and what I done said, this, that, and the other, and you think I want to rock with you at the end of the day? Because you ain't even got to know me. You don't even know my last name real good. You don't even probably know how to spell it, but you go out here and talk about me and my business and why you in it. Anyway, so then they went talking about Dennis, her baby daddy, being with Drew, and she saying Drew is the ambassador for her hairline. And I will say, if Drew is messing with him, I don't think she's gonna be really all that mad and been out of shape about it, because she ain't with him. But the fact of the matter is, if you with my husband and you know we out here doing business, don't sneak around. Well, not my husband, my baby daddy. Don't sneak around. Just go ahead and say, look, hey, I'm messing with him. And I just want to let you know, because I don't want you to hear from the street, because we girls, and yeah, I'm with your baby daddy. All you gotta do is be honest about it, and don't try to go around here and fake the funk and just act like you're not with this man or whatever. So she like, okay, I need to get to the bottom of things. So Portia like, okay, your party gonna be real interesting, because you got Drew out here with my baby daddy, you got Kelly out here and Brittany, talking about me and need to put some respect on my name. So we gonna see how this gonna turn out. So now we're back at Shamia's house. Brittany must be an alky, because her husband showed to her, don't be out there drinking like tonight, because you know how you do when you get a little something in you. You get a little loose at the lips. So look, take it easy. Maybe it's 1 or 2, and that's gonna be your minimum. That's gonna be your max. Don't drink no more. So as they getting the house ready, and Shamia can really sing. I mean, just vocally singing without no auto tune, no music. She can sing, because some of them on every time they can sing, and baby, no, continue to do what you're doing. And singing should not be in your little repertoire. Do something else. So when she was there, Kelly came in. So she's like, Shamia's like, I'm glad you're here early. Let's sit around here and talk. So she pulled her to the side. She said, look, the other night you talking about Portia, my girl. And I did tell her what you said, because that's my girl. I ain't gonna let nobody talk about it. She don't know nothing about her, anything sneak up on her. And it ever said that I knew what you said and I didn't say nothing. But I told her what happened. So she's like, yeah, I understand. And she said, yeah, Portia already been on the blogs, yeah. Portia took to the blog, and you're like, look, Kel, you don't know me like that. Little chicken shack over there. So she tried to go ahead and gather her together, and she told me, Portia doesn't know me. She said to me, she called me Kelly. You weren't worried about being called Kelly when you talking about this chick. So look here, you gonna get what you gonna get now, because you was running your mouth when you should have been quiet. Because for you to be going through a divorce and going through a messy divorce like Portia, why are you saying anything? Because the fact of the matter that y'all can help each other get through this divorce thing, because both of y'all husbands are crazy and it's a bunch of mess and drama. So instead of you sitting there running your mouth, be quiet, and y'all come together, but you rather run your mouth instead of getting all together. So Shamia told her, say, look, if you got a question for Portia, want to know anything about her, ask Portia. And that's the best thing to do as a woman. That's what a real woman do. You want to know something about me, come ask me. Nobody can tell you better about me than me, because they can't nobody beat me being me. So let's start right there. Let me go back. Portia was getting her makeup done, and her wig beat and all that kind of stuff, and she was talking to Cynthia on the phone. So Cynthia up here with these little chihuahua bangs. Cynthia's most definitely in the bang game. And she was, being nosy, talking to Portia, making sure she was good, and didn't want to know what's going on with Dennis and Drew. So at this moment, everybody want to know what's going on with Dennis and Drew. But on to the next. So Angela comes in. She's married to Charles Oakley. I know I may be wrong for this. People like one of them players off of Uncle Drew, the movie with the basketball players, the old. They don't made him look like old men. That's who he looked like on Uncle Drew, one of them players. But she comes in and her husband is talking. They just, just chatting up. So then Cynthia comes in and she goes outside to get a drink. Child, she got them acrobats and everybody outside, and it's raining. But y'all stay out here and do y'all good work. We gonna be on the inside. So she passed by Kelly. So she said, let me get a drink and I'll come in and sit down and talk to you. So they sit down and start talking. Here go Kelly again, saying something about Portia taking somebody else's man. Baby, first of all, you don't know who are friends, who true friends and who not. So while you running your mouth and thinking it's cute, it's not. Because, Cynthia kind of felt like some kind of way like, wow, if coming on strong as a person, it's her. Because you willing to say that to everybody you meet about Portia. You still to this day, you ain't met Portia, but you worried about what she got going on in her life and with who she got going on with. And so I feel like she's making everybody uncomfortable because you saying these things about her and she's not there. And they're kind of like, why would you say that? Why is it in your business? Again, you going through your own divorce while you worried about hers. So all the girls are standing around talking and Kenya walks up. I'm going to tell you, it's just something about her that just make my Irishman itch. Yes, she does. So when she walked up, like, she kind of greeted everybody, but you could tell her she was real standoffish towards Brittany. She don't know her. It's kind of like, standoffish. So she asked Kelly, she's like, hey, what's your name? She's like, my name's Kelly. Okay, Kenya and Kelly. So Brittany pretty much had to say, my name Brittany. Hello? And, she was saying, what somebody was asking her, how the divorce ended. So she's like, so it's 5 of y'all getting divorced. And so she said, are you married? She said, yeah. And she said, this is my second ring. And she's my your second ring to your first ring, your anniversary to your ring. She was being funny. And I'm like, girl, you don't know that chick. Because the way her husband talking about her, she don't need to drink nothing. If she drank another one, she come out the bag on you. So you might want to sit there and be quiet. You mean you already don't kind of just snub this girl as if you knew her. And you don't. But anyway. So Shamia's husband did his big one. He went out here and bought her a Rolls Royce for her birthday. Happy birthday to you, boo. I'm telling you, the gift I will give him tonight for that nice car. And then she was looking at her car. Portia came up and she was late. And Portia, now I will say she correct. I know that she gonna be mad at Portia, because she's supposed to be on time. But Atlanta traffic, if you don't leave early, you ain't gonna get there late. That's a guarantee. Now, unless you know how to put your foot to the metal, but you still gonna get caught up in traffic. It depends on where you going, what side of town you coming on from. If you come from Bankhead, from College Park, wherever you going, if you don't leave early, you gonna be. It's a guarantee that you gonna be late. So I don't think she meant to be, but she was, and you could tell that Shamia didn't really like that. But she got to, I could see if she do it all the time. And I know this is her big day, but baby, you got a birthday every year. Jesus Christ, get over it today. No offense. But then, so Cynthia is sitting down talking to that old messy Kenya, and she was telling Kenya how Kelly was kind of upset that Shamia told Portia about what she said. But my thing is, if you should always be, if I can say it once, I can say it twice. That should always be your stance. If I can say something about you once, I can say it twice to your face, and I ain't gonna back down, I ain't gonna blink my eye. I'm gonna tell you what I said. I'm gonna stand till 10 toes down on it, maybe do a handstand if I got to, because I'm gonna tell you what really happened, so you will know. You ain't gotta guesstimate by what I said. So now she upset because Shamia was that real friend and said, look, this chick is talking about you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the heads up, so when you see her, if you want to go ahead and lay it down on them right then, you can. But, I ain't trying to start no problems. But, hey, if anything pop off, I got your back. So now all the ladies get together and sit down. Well, Kenya pulled Kelly and Brittany together because Kelly was like, oh, Kenya, you didn't hug me like you hugged everybody else. She's like I hugged Cynthia. That's my best friend. So now we crying over hugs from Kenya. Girl, bye. So they all sit down, and then Portia coming around. So they was like, well, let's address the elephant in the room. And she's like, yeah, what is it? So she says, why did you steal that man's husband? And again, it's like, why are you so worried about what's going on in Portia marriage? Are you mad that your husband cheated on you with another woman, and you trying to figure out how that woman stole your husband? I mean, are you dealing with some past drama or something that's happening to you that you so worried about it? So, and Portia's like, what's your name? Won't you start with something new? Would you like to know my last name? Know anything about me? Because you don't know nothing about me. It's like, my name Kelly, you do know who I am. She might know who you are when she calls you Kel, but she don't know who you are on a personal level because she ain't got to know you yet. You ain't got to know her yet, but you are so much in her business where you willing to sit right here in front of everybody like, why you take that woman's husband? And she's like, that ain't none of your business. My thing is, she didn't take them. I mean, no, she didn't take him. They just got married close, but why you worried about it? So Brittany was like, oh, she's a good person. She's my friend. A girl. Portia like, I don't even want to hear no more about it. Because if that's who you hang with, that first let me know I don't need know if I need to talk to you or not. Because you hang with people like that. And I can understand her. So look, group of peaches, they go upstairs. When I tell you Shamia got a nice house, I mean, I don't know how many living rooms she got, sitting rooms she got, because, baby, all of them is a sitting room somewhere. But they sitting upstairs, and once again, while they was getting ready to go up there in the green room, you still got this big mouth Kelly. I don't know why she can't ask the question. Just ask the question, girl. Why are you so worried about this? I can tell you already. This season, I am not going to like Kelly. She's like a little bullfrog already. I am not going to like her because she too busy trying to be in somebody's business. And she getting my nerves already. This is the first episode. So they upstairs talking, and they were just talking about their birthdays. And somebody said it was a Taurus. Go Bulls. I am a Taurus. So they began to talk, and Drew was like, yeah, I had a birthday party. They was like, you didn't invite me to come. Nobody came. And so Portia was like, yeah, Dennis invited me to come. And she's like, Dennis? Everybody like, Dennis invited you to come. It's like, yes. So Drew was like, I gave everybody my sister your names and numbers, but nobody came. I guess but Drew and Dennis. So we don't know how to turn out, because what's going to happen now? I'll get back with y'all next week on the next episode. That was the end of it. So y'all, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And get down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts on this first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all have an amazing day on purpose.
She got the news, the story.